Hello, and welcome back to another segment of the Tip of the Month. In this session, we'll go over a set of commands inside the Drift Design module, which are designed to create a longitudinal section of a drift and add certain attributes. These commands can not only be applied to drift, but also to bypasses, cross-sections, ramps, and any other type of development that has a center line. For this case, we'll be working on a ramp. We need to understand our ramp, and as we can see, it's connected to a cross-section here and starts at elevation 1100. It has a variant slope starting flat and then going to -5, -10, and -15 all the way to get to level 1080. We see that it has a section of 4 by 4 meters and other attributes like their backs and floors and some stations. We will also need the total length of our ramp, and we can get that with this command named Annotate Centerline Length. We just need to click on our center line and it'll display us the total length, which is of 147 meters. And now we'll need to create a X and Y axis for our section. We'll use the command line and turn on the command ortho. Since the difference of height from the top to the bottom level was of 20, from 1100 to 80, our y-axis will be of 20 meters. And our x-axis will be the total length of the ramp, which was 147, so we'll make it of 150. And now we'll just move our section to a more convenient place. We just move it, and right here is good. So now, once that we have created our section, we can begin to configure it. We'll use the command setup, and it'll ask us to pick a section reference line, which will be our y-axis. It'll ask us if this direction is up. We'll say no. And pick our section elevation line, which is our x-axis. And it'll ask us if it wants to unfold the ramp in this direction, which we do, so we'll click yes. And pick the center line close to a starting point. Since this is our center line and we want it to begin from here, and our base elevation will be of 1080 because this is where it ends. So we'll insert 1080. And it'll ask us if it wants to unfold in this direction. It will begin from here, from the top, and go all the way to the bottom. We want it to unfold in this direction. So we click on yes. And our configuration is all set up. We can begin to project our ramp with the drift command. And we'll need to check on each one of these boxes to draw a reference line, insert the elevation, annotate the slopes, and only at slope changes. And since our drift had a section of 4 by 4, our drift height will be of 4. We just click on OK. And we have our drift section created. And our base elevation will be 1080 right here. So essentially, this will be our section for our ramp. But we can continue to add other attributes like a section, points, and crosscuts. We'll begin to add our stations with the station command and click on our stations. And now they should be projected inside our drift. We can proceed to insert our points. This command will project one point, but for this case, we want to project multiple points. So we can select our points. It doesn't matter if we select other lines because ProMind will only insert points. So we just enter. And we can see our points for our backs and our floors inserted inside our drift. And we can also add crosscuts. Since our crosscut is here, and it'll ask us to pick a wall and another wall, pick a back, and a floor. And now we have our crosscut projected inside our ramp. Another useful command is connect unfolded points. We click on it, and it'll ask us to select our first point, and our last point, and all the points involved. And it will create a connecting line from all the points that we selected. We can do the same for our floors. First point, last point, and all the points. And now we can get a pretty good comparison between our planned drift and our actual drift by connecting the points from our backs and our floors. And this will be it for our longitudinal section. But before we go, we also have an automatic option, which is the auto section. It will just ask us for a centerline point, and we click on a point to start. And we just need to pick a origin point. We want to unfold in this direction, and we click on yes. And automatically it created our ramp section for us. We would just need to add our points, our crosscuts, and our stations. But it can save much time in creating our Y and X axis and projecting our ramp. We hope you have found these tips useful and can apply them to your planning. If you have any questions or comments, please let us know in the comment section so we can answer you. See you soon and have a good day.